be solely a conversation on business, mostly because I find I get a lot of questions about this, man. This is kind of one of the big things that always pop into my world. We'll call those questions on like, Ant Man, how do I make more money in my business? How do I even launch a business in the first place? We're gonna call these all about biz. So good morning to you guys on this Labor Day holiday. I know you guys are having fun. Hopefully you're doing something fun. My son's got some buddies coming over. My Ducks, man, they did a poor job. They did a poor job last Saturday. So hey, we're going to move on with the week. But today we're going to talk about how to get your ideal customer's attention. It's one big thing, right? How do I talk to the person I want to talk to most? If you think about the world we live in, there are a lot of individuals who have the ability to do some great things. You might be one of them. So if you're here, just know when I do these lives, I'm going to be talking about things that are dialed into somebody who's trying to run a business. This is not going to be all the time, but it's going to be now for the next few weeks, man. I get a lot of questions and I figure, hey, why not? On top of that, I have something I'm doing, which is called a mastermind. I'm going to put for the Instagram folks this link down here that I should have done before I got on, but I'm gonna do now. But there is a mastermind that I do. It's a very kind of private kind of aspect, but the way that I do it, man, it allows me to serve some people at a really high level. But give me 2 seconds, and I am going to go deep into how do I attract the ideal customer, the person you're trying to talk to. Because if you actually can find a way to reach them and do it properly, man, you can do a whole lot of cool things. So here's what we're going to talk about. I want you to picture yourself at this, we'll call it this future place. We'll call it in the middle of a city somewhere. I don't know what city it's in, but just imagine it's a weird city somewhere. And there's a whole lot of people there. Like you're going to say, it's a whole lot of individuals kind of floating around. Christine's on here. Carrie's on here. Good morning. So let's say this, you're the city, and all of a sudden you're walking down. It's a hustle bustle. Let's say it's one of the biggest intersections in the world. Who knows what it is? Maybe you're in Japan and Tokyo. Maybe you're in New York City, right? But what you do is you walk with your friends. As you walk with your friends, you start hearing this noise in the background. This is going to tie directly to you talking to your ideal customer, by the way. So you're wandering around. All of a sudden, you hear this kind of this noise in the background. This noise, what it is, it's a person all over in the background just yelling. Good morning, Keisha. It's a person yelling, and what they're doing is they're just talking with a megaphone to the entire city walking by. Right? Imagine that the person's walking by and they're just yelling at this megaphone, "Hey!" And they're just whatever they're saying, right? Repent and rejoice and whatever somebody might be saying. Now, let's say this is going on. I'm going to ask you a question. I genuinely want you to answer this, maybe in your head or even comment if you want to, but do you listen to this person? Do you genuinely like take in all that this person is saying? Are you a person that stops when they're yelling at the whole crowd and go, they're talking to me? And then do you listen? Like tune in? Really? Like a serious question. Like, do you tune in? Here's what I'm gonna tell you. I don't. I don't always tune into these people. And there's this kind of thing I noticed that when they start talking loud, hi Laura, when they start talking loud, I don't really pay attention. April or says nope. So yeah, but we got Gargoyle says nope. I don't pay attention either. And here's what I've realized, but we're trying to talk to your ideal demographic. You can't be the person who is yelling at with a megaphone to the entire world because the person who needs to hear you won't hear you. Now I'm gonna give you a different situation and call it a different scenario and tell me how you operate in this scenario. I'm walking down the street. And it's going to be a big crowd, but you see these two individuals, two people close to each other, and they're talking to each other. And one person is talking just close and intent. Tell me this. Do you eavesdrop? Do you lean in a little bit or walk a little bit slower to hear what they're saying? Do you actually what are they why are they so intently paying attention to this person? I do. Like I was walking with my family yesterday, and someone says that the people with the megaphone piss them off. Yeah, I know they're kind of loud. I was walking with my family yesterday, and I am HR leaders. I appreciate you, man, Chris. So what I ended up having was this moment where I was walking by, and these two people were talking to each other while we're on this trail. And my son goes, "What were they saying to the?" Because they were talking so intently. And I go, "That's how it has to be when you talk to your actual marketplace, the people you want to serve at a high level. They have got to feel as though you are talking intimately to them, just to them." See, K. Metsu says, absolutely. Yeah, I pay attention too. Ilana says, yes, we all do. We all eavesdrop. So how do you create that when you're talking to your ideal person, right? How do you create that moment? Well, it's simple. If you think about it, when people are intently listening, they're intently listening to you because they feel like, one, you know who they are, and two, you have something that actually makes them have desire for what it is that you have. They desire the solution, they desire whatever you're talking about, but they first have to know that you understand their plight, their problem, their situation, because they want to know. Like if you were talking to somebody, let's say about them going through the middle of a bad breakup, They have to know you've gone through the middle of a bad breakup to listen to you, give them time, or listen to you share your ideas. If you haven't gone through something they've gone through, they're not really gonna be paying too much attention, man. Just really think back, like, do I have something? Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Do you have something that allows me to go, hey, this actual individual, they can look at me and go, this person gets me. So I'm going to listen to them. So first, when you're sharing stuff with your market, start by telling all the depths of your story. I mean, all the depths. Rapport. Yes, April. Share the depths of your story. If you don't share the depths of it, what ends up happening is, well, nobody actually thinks you get them. It's that whole Stephen Covey statement of seek first, understand, then be understood, right? If they understand that you understand them, then you will be understood by them. Say it again. If they understand that you understand them, they will be understood by you, because at the end of the day, they have to know. Secondly, do you have something that's a desire of theirs? It's an interesting book. It's by Eugene Schwartz, Breakthrough Marketing. If you get a chance to pick this book up, pick this book up. Phenomenal book on marketing, goes way back. And one of the things it talks about is that you have to understand that you cannot create desire for somebody. If you try to go on to someplace and create a desire, like you should want this, you're going to pretty much fall short. Very few people have some area where they spend time enough to listen about something new to then have a new desire. It's not an often thing. You have to say, what do people currently desire, and how can I lean in and tell them about this thing that I've got that can help them get what they already want? It's a big, big thing. Most people don't actually think about this. They go, man, this would be cool if only they understood what it was. Yeah, you can get them understand, but you can't make them have a desire for it off the gates. It has to be in the way and a faster way to what they already desire. For example, if somebody's hungry and they're looking for the right meal and some place to eat, and you come and go, hey, I want to tell you about this amazing 2-ply toilet paper. I don't care. Like, I'm hungry. I'm not worried about the toilet paper. Maybe after I eat, right? I'm not worried about the toilet paper right now. I want to know where's the best place to go eat, right? And that is what they want now. So if I talk about, hey, I'm going to talk to you about this new app I have that allows you to find places to eat quicker. You just type in what kind of food you want and where your location is, and it pops it up. We kind of have this with GPS, but you get what I'm saying. Now what happens is you have this solution that they desire right now. And now you can actually do a lot better at getting them to listen to what it is that you have that can solve the problem that they also have. And if you do it properly, you get something special. Now, what I'm going to do is this. So the next, let's say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the next 5 weeks, I'm going to be on here at 7:30 a.m. minus a couple times because I'm going to be taking a trip with the family to Hawaii. And then I think we're going somewhere. I got some speeches I'm doing in Nashville. But here's what I'm going to do. I have a mastermind. You'll see this link says anthonytrucks.com/MM going along the bottom here, and it's pinned to the Instagram. What I want you to do is take a look at that. It's something that we do. We're doing a live one here in October. The details of what that is are on the page. But here's what I'm going to do. On these calls right here, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to bring one person on, maybe more. And we're going to have you ask me any business question that you have. I don't care if you're just starting out, if you've built a 6-figure, 7-figure business, doesn't matter what you got going on. I want you to just think, hey, if I could get this one question answered, it could help me. What's the question? And all you got to do is send me a message. Wherever you're watching this, send me a quick message. I will bring you on live. We'll operate in real time. We'll answer the question. You do not even have to tell me what the question is just yet. I prefer hopping on and like ad hoc, real time going to work. It's one of the things I do. So what you do is go to anthonytrucks.com/MM. That'll give you insight on the mastermind. But outside of that, if you want more information on your business, how to get specific help for what you got going on, just send me a message. Hey, I'd love to come on Monday. I'd love to come on Wednesday. I'd love to come on to whatever it is you like to come on, period. Me and my team will help you find a time. We'll come on just like this, and you can ask your question. That way it allows me to be able to give you real-time insights. Because let's be honest, sometimes there's that one thing that's been keeping you stuck. I don't know what it is, but it's that one question, that one build, that one thing, and you just haven't quite figured it out. Whether you want to figure out how a certain tech tool needs to work, because I've been building these things since I was in this industry almost 10 years ago now. I've been building stuff. I have an amazing team that helps guide me in different things too now. But man, we can figure out how to just take care of the tech type side. If you're like, hey man, I got this product, I don't quite know how to frame it or how to work on it, let me know. I just had one of my daughter's friends, mom and dad, come here for about an hour and a half. And they have a tool that's going out to the world for academics to help individuals get the psychological and sociological skills. But they're scientists, and they couldn't figure out how to actually make this thing desirable, how to frame the language. We sat for an hour and a half because they have an investor's pitch here in the San Francisco Bay Area in about 2 weeks. We walked through for about an hour and a half all these nuances of what they need to say, and they walked out of here with a completely different way of approaching that conversation that could equate to multiple millions of dollars for their business. And it's as simple. It's just thinking through things I've been doing for a long period of time. So if you want to come on and hang out, send me a message. I will happily bring you on. We'll rock and roll and talk in real time like this. And then hopefully you get to walk away from that conversation with a very quick action step of what to go do for your business. So send me a message for that. Outside of that, go to anthonytrucks.com/MM. Find out about the mastermind. We do it live in October. This is one of the ones I really thoroughly enjoy. We tuck away into a room and we do a true mastermind. And it's not me like, hey, look at me. It's a true deep dive think tank session on your specific needs. And the walk away window is like you come in and after 3 days, you walk away with very clear action steps on what to do for you. Because for the first time, maybe first time ever, somebody and multiple people listen to your exact situation in its entirety. Everything going on, everything you need help with. It's all you put it all out there. And then we go, great, let's now think about this as if it's our business. And you take about 6 months of brainstorming and figuring down to about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And it is the most clarifying type situation and window I've ever created. I love it, man. Anyway, so go check that out. Outside of that, have a phenomenal Labor Day. If you're in the USA for some reason, couldn't think of that. If you're in the US, enjoy the holiday. My son and I are going to go do our morning routine now, take a walk, hop in the ice bath, do some meditation. We pushed it back from typically the 6:30. Now it's like 7:30. I let him sleep in a little bit, but go to those links. Make sure to send me a message and I will talk to you on Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. All right. Take care. I'm out.